There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. A dimension as vast as space and limitless as infinity. Middle ground between light and shadow, science and superstition. This dimension lies between the fear of man and the summit of his knowledge. This is a dimension of imagination. An area in which we call the Four-Banger Zone.
From the depths of America's steel country, a gleaming experiment was born. Between the 1930s and the 1960s, a series of remarkable vehicles rolled off the line. Not for the masses, but for the message they carried. They weren't painted, they didn't rust, and they weren't for sale. These were the Ford stainless steel cars. Crafted through a unique partnership between the Ford Motor Company and the Allegheny Ludlam Steel Corporation, these one-of-a-kind automobiles were rolling showcases of innovation. Their purpose? To demonstrate the durability, luster, and corrosion resistance of stainless steel to an industrial world just beginning to embrace the metal's potential. They were never meant for the road, yet they were driven. Not intended for consumers, yet they captivated the public. Over the span of 3 decades, 4 distinct stainless steel vehicle projects emerged. In 1931, it began with 3 Ford Model A Tudors. By 1936, 6 stainless Ford sedans were produced. In 1960, 2 unpainted but fully finished Ford Thunderbirds took the stage. And by 1966, the final chapter arrived. 3 Lincoln Continental convertibles. These cars were tools of promotion and persuasion. They were sent to industrial expos, given as awards within Allegheny's sales force, and displayed as symbols of American manufacturing progress. The very first stainless Model A cars were distributed among Ford, Allegheny Ludlam, and Pittsburgh-based Universal Steel, the firm that had initially placed the order. Allegheny's promotional material featured the car in 1931, though curiously the ad focused on the metal, not the machine, and made no direct claim to its creation. As World War II gripped the nation, these early stainless cars were repurposed once more, this time as icons of patriotism. They led local scrap drives around Brackenridge, Pennsylvania, rallying support for the war effort. In a dramatic and symbolic gesture, one of the 1931 Model A cars was driven straight to the open hearth furnace and melted down. Only one of the original trio is believed to survive. Its location kept secret for decades. Ford historian Fred Carlton visited the car's current location in Traverse, Michigan, and photographed the car, promising to never reveal the true owner. Carl took that secret to his grave. The second project in 1936 marked a far more ambitious effort. 6 stainless sedans were created using standard Ford body dyes, thanks to the workability of the annealed 300 series stainless. Each vehicle was awarded to the top salesperson in Allegheny's regional offices. Polished, pristine, and never painted, these cars were driven extensively, some logging over 200,000 miles. Today, just one remains. Once privately owned, it's now preserved and proudly displayed at the Early Ford V8 Foundation Museum in Auburn, Indiana. In 1960, stainless met style with the construction of 2 Thunderbird coupes. Sleek, futuristic, and finished to perfection, except for one thing: paint. They had none. Instead, their bodies were buffed to a high shine, reflecting not just the light, but the promise of modern materials in automotive design. Then came the final act, the 1966-1967 Lincoln Continental. 3 were built, all stainless, all stunning, all created once again not for sale, but for statement. These cars weren't just machines, they were messages, symbols of strength, icons of endurance, and a shimmering testament to what happens when industry and imagination come together in steel.